Hello there, welcome back, lovely people. I'm doing the January challenge hosted by Lydia at Raindrop Lila, and this is for prompt 12 and 13. Pretty pattern and quote and or verse or both. I did both. So, well, I think I did both. Anyway, we'll see. I can't really remember. I'm just I'm trying to get used to this heat. I'm behind with the prompts because of not being very well. I've had some very off days, and it's really sort of taken its toll on me. So I will catch up though. So this video should have gone up on Thursday, but I had to do this over a period of 3 days, just a few hours each day. I couldn't concentrate. There was no focus whatsoever. I'm not too bad today, but I have no air conditioning, so it's only going to get worse. The medication I'm on and the heat and movement, I get really sort of I get really not ill, but I'm not well. If that, I know that doesn't make sense, but yeah, I can't explain it. It's not good. Let me put it that way. Anyway, let's just move on from that because that's just sad and I don't want to think about it. So when I started doing the prompts, I kind of had an idea of what I was going to do, but it sort of at the start got a bit wayward. Anyway, I started off with this piece of remnant napkin, and it is a very pretty pattern. The whole napkin is lovely. It's a toile pattern. And I decided to put this on a page, and I actually did do like a little bit of a collage. You will see it when I lift the doily up. And then I decided that I was going to use this lacy little doily as a pocket, and I wanted to do some beading on it, and I'm not following a pattern or anything. I'm just sewing on some beads and sequins. And I'm using a very, very fine needle. It's a beading needle, which is super fine, very, very hard to thread. And I'm also making it even more harder for me because I'm using a nylon thread that you can barely see. So how I got around that though is I used a permanent marker and coloured the very end of the thread so that I could actually see it, and I stood in the doorway where I could be in like full light and was able to just see the eye of the needle, only just, mind you. So it took me some time to thread the needle. I didn't do that I cut that out on the video. I thought I'd spare you that agony. I did cut out some of this process because this was just as agonizing as threading the needle. It's been such a long time since I've done beading, and I used to do a lot of it. I used to do a lot of beading on cardigans, and loved doing it, and was actually quite good at it. I don't know why I'm still not doing it because it's a lot of fun, but anyway, you move on in your creative endeavours, don't you? So yeah, like I said, I didn't follow a pattern. I just wanted to stitch some on in some sort of crazy sort of way, and so it doesn't actually look like anything at the end of it. It's just beads and sequins, but it's effective on the page. So yeah, So while you're watching this, I'll just ask you, how are you all? I hope you are all doing really well, and that everything in your corner of the world is going fine. Here in Oz, we've had severe floods down on the coast in Victoria. It was a really very, very scary flood. We've had bushfires. It's just been crazy. And here in Oz, in South Australia, though, it's, as far as I know, everything's been okay. So in my little corner of the world, it's very quiet. So that's good. That's a good thing. I do like my peace these days. So who doesn't? But yeah. I had my phone appointment with my gynecologist the other day, and that's all good. Apparently I've got follow-up appointments for the next 5 years, just to make sure that the cancer hasn't decided to come back again. I've got an appointment in 3 months, so I think I'll be fine though. The doctor said that it was caught very early, and it's not the type of cancer that does usually reoccur, so that's a good thing. So, thinking positive about things. And apart from that, not much else is really happening with me. Had a friend pop over the other day for a little while. My air conditioner has decided to not give up the ghost. It just needs a bit of maintenance. The drainage hose needs to be cleaned out because it collects all the sludge and everything, and it's a bit yucky, and I can't do it, so I have to wait for the maintenance man to come out and take the hose off and give it a good clean out. So who knows when that's going to be, and hopefully soon, because we've got very warm temperatures over the next week. So I don't think it's going to be as bad as 40, but a series of days over 30 in a home without air conditioning can really heat the home up. And with my medication and that, the two don't go together. So I'm not going to be a very well person if I don't get air conditioning by the end of the week, or before the end of the week. So yeah, fingers crossed. So we're nearly finished. I think I'm just going to do, it was done. That's it. Okay, now I'm looking through some buttons that I found on my dressing table the other day. I'd forgotten I had these. And I decided I wanted to put some buttons on the end of the pocket. And you'll see that I put them on a safety pin. And they actually, the way they sat on the safety pin on the very edge of the pocket, they formed a little page tab. So that was really cool. That was not intended. It's just the way it happened. So I was really quite happy about that. One of them's lovely. It's shaped like a little clear flower, and it's got a diamante in the centre. These are all very vintage buttons. There is some very, very tiny blue glass ones in there, like the size of a pinhead. So I've kept those. I think I might hoard them. Yeah, so here I am. I'm going to sew the buttons on, and then that page will be finished. So Well, I'm not going to sew them on. I'm going to put them on the safety pin. No gluing of buttons at the moment. So I'm really enjoying this challenge. I was doing really well at the start, but yeah, I'll catch up though after I've done this video. I'll go in and do the next 4 prompts. That'll have me up to date. So that will be good, and I might do 2 of them together as one prompt, and the other ones as prompts on their own. I'm not really sure yet how that will go, but we'll see. I decided when I do the pretty pattern one, I have done a few just a few pages with pretty pattern, because I'm actually working in this journal. I'm trying to get it finished, and it happened to be to my benefit that pretty pattern came up, as you'll see how I've used that prompt. Yeah, I was able to embellish pages with that, so that was really cool. So now I'm just looking for a quote or something. Actually, it's a saying, it's not really a quote. I think the saying is "time to shine." So that is my first at that. So I'm just roughing up the edges with the edge of my scissors, just to give it a bit of texture so that it's not so flat. If you have lucky enough to have a Tim Holtz, I can't remember now what it's called. It's a Tim Holtz, I had the word earlier and I remembered it and now I can't think of it. But if you can get that little tool, they're not very dear, they're about $12, $13. That does the job perfect. If not, you can use fine sandpaper, or the edge of your scissors, or if you've got really strong nails, you can use your nails. I don't have any nails at the moment. I have to regrow them. So, and I actually do put this on a piece of lace and a piece of fabric. I layer the 3 pieces together, and I will use that to finish off the next page. So I'm just debating on what pattern I'm going to use, and that was a lovely piece of 80s wallpaper. I'm thinking that I want to use it. I really like the pattern on this wallpaper, but in the end you'll see I don't use it because hasn't got roses on it. So I do choose another wallpaper. So that page is done. So this page here that I'm working on is a piece of vintage typing paper, and I'm just looking to see how it's going to fit, and any second now I'll ditch it. Yep, there you go. Here we are. This is another wallpaper. I really like this. I'm not sure. I think this is 80s or might be late 70s, early 80s. But this has got little rosebuds on it, so that's why I've chosen this one. And please excuse that nasty bruise on my arm. Like I said, it's really hot. I'm not wearing sleeves. I don't have a big bandage to put over it. and I bruise really easily these days, so I can't do anything about it. Not in summer, anyway. So yes, I have decided on this wallpaper, but I do add some other paper to it. So again, it's kind of like a layered effect, but I only use that and the quote at the top to layer this section of the page. I'd love to know who else watching these videos is also joining in with this challenge. If you are, comment below and let me know that whether you're keeping up, whether you're having fun doing it, is it a challenge for you, and if you are watching an Inspiration 26 video for the first time and you've just heard about this challenge, you can still join in. We're up to, I think it's 17, so you can perhaps do the prompts 2 together on one piece and catch up that way. A little bit of cheating doesn't hurt. I don't think Lydia would mind. And yeah, join in with us. So you pop over to Lydia's account on Instagram, or you can check out her channel on here. She's done an update video about this, so you can go over to her channel. I'll put the link below in the description so that you can find it easily, and yeah, join in. The more the merrier. She's got so many people that she's actually got joining in, that, you know, like she's asked people to join in, and she's put the list up on her YouTube as well. I'm not on the list. I invited myself. So and Lydia said that's wonderful to join in, so I know that it's more the merrier, you know, like, so yeah. I'm doing this video without a script, so I really have got no plans as to what I'm going to say. I have no clue what I'm going to say to fill in the gaps. So there we go, time to shine. I haven't cut this wallpaper off at the page edge because I'm going to, you'll see, I'm going to fold it over. But for now, I'm deciding whether I want to put a flower there. I don't in the end. I put a butterfly, a small butterfly, up in the corner. Yes, there we go. I'm sorry, it's just about off screen, but you'll see it at the very end. I do like a little bit of a flip through of the prompts that I've done today. Yeah, hopefully it's not too warm in my craft room when I go back in there after the video's done, because I really would like to get some more done. So yes, I'm folding it over. I'm going to wrap it around and put it on the back side of that paper, and then I'll trim it down. I think I'm just about out of this wallpaper now too. I didn't have very much of it. So, okay, now we're going to move on to the next one. And I little while ago I drew some roses. I did some line art, and so I'm putting my own artwork, the original piece, into the journal. I had 3 to choose from, and I decided on this one, and I'm going to do a flip with this. This is not part of the prompt, that will be on the other side, but I wanted to work on this side as well. You'll see why in the end. I think it would have been easier for me to do the 2 sides of the page together, so that's why I've done it this way. And I'm using a piece of vintage lace as the hinge. And sorry, excuse me. It's all working out quite well. This page is a piece of a vintage music book. It's got a nice thickness to it, and I loved the blue ink on the other side. So yeah. And just trying to maneuver it all together so that it I don't want it to be too close, because I want it to be able to flip open and closed easily. And so there's a hidden journal spot there. I'm debating what to do with this, whether to put something else on there or not, and you know, what am I going to put on there. And I'm also trying to work out how I'm going to do the quote, whether I'm going to put it on this side of the page or whether I'm going to put it on the other side. And in the end I do this. So I'm writing it out myself. I love this quote. My handwriting isn't very good. I used to have a go at typography and kind of calligraphy as well, but I was never very good at it, so I sort of gave it up in the end. Hopefully it doesn't look too shabby. Now I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to put this on the page and how I want it to look. At the end of it, I wasn't overly happy with the way it went together, but it'll do. It's a little bit grunge, I guess, the way I've done it. Just very, very, a little bit. I had these roses cut out. I think these are peonies, and I had every intention of putting these on this little page here, so they're still going to go on there. So I'm just trying to work out what paper I want to put behind this and how many pieces of paper I'll put behind it. In the end, I think I do 2 pieces, brown paper and a piece of a music book cover as well. I do try the lace out, but in the end I decide no. I can't remember now. Yeah, I think I don't use the lace because it took up too much of the page. This is only a piece of the cover that I used. So I'm still trying to work out. Faffing about. I did try and cut out a lot of the you know, this kind of indecision stuff to spare you guys. This is taking a while. My editing wasn't very good in this section. I'm really sorry. So I think what the next prompts are, let me have a look. Looking on my phone here. Scrap, fabric, postcard and twine, and then I'll be all up to date. So I'm not sure how I'm going to go about those. I might put scrap and twine together and do the other two on their own in some way. Postcard, I have no idea. I think... No, I don't. I have no idea. I don't know. And I'll probably do those 4 in another video like this one, and hopefully it won't take as long, and it'll be up tomorrow, which will get my videos back up to date. So that would be good, because I want to get into the art room and get some art done as well. And I've also got a couple of fairy pages that I need to design for a friend. So then I'll be caught up with things from last year that needed to be doing. So yeah, I've got a painting to finish, and I've got a couple of ideas that I want to do, and yeah, I need to make a start on those. And my friend has been waiting for her fairy pages for at least 12 months, so I've been very slack. But she hasn't been doing any junk journaling for some time. So, yeah. It's all good. Alright, so I think I've got myself sorted out now. I'm going to put this piece of packaging paper on the back of this, and then put the other paper on there as well. So I'm just curling it up a little bit. I'm wanting to have it look a little bit tatty. Oh, what happened there? Didn't I? I'm sure I did put the other piece of paper on this. I was sure I did. Don't even know what I've done. And then I decide I want to put a die cut there. These are Tim Holtz flowers. And I'm just inking around it just to sort of dull the white a little bit. No, so I didn't put that other piece of paper on that. Oh, okay. So I'm using a piece of a calendar that my daughter gave me, and I'm going to put the last piece of packing paper that I had on my desk on the back. And I'm doing a very shoddy job of it. I love William Morris prints. The patterns are so lovely. And this is just a folded page that I've attached to the edge of a page in my signature. And now I'm just looking for the right piece to go on the top here. And so I'm going to use a piece of my embossed paper that I have painted with watercolour in copper. And just ink that raw edge. And I attach this to the page with washi tape. I do like the way this turned out. So I'm just putting glue on the very, very edge, and then I smooth it over with my finger so that it doesn't ooze out everywhere. And that's just to help the washi tape stay stuck. This is it's not a bad washi tape, but you know, like I want to be sure that it's not going to lift. So I do use glue in the journals. And now I'm just trying to work out which is the best way to go about this part. And I'm just lining it all up. And a little bit of glue again. And we're coming to the very end of the video. There is a bit of a run through to recap what I've done, and then the video's finished. So yeah, I'm gonna put this page edge, layered page edge that I've made ages ago on the edge of the page here. This has got little charms dangling on the bottom of it, and it kind of works as a tuck spot as well. So I hope that you enjoyed watching my efforts at catching up with the challenge, and yeah, let me know below what you think, and if you are joining in as well. Peaceful blessings, everyone. Bye for now.